Hey everyone, I'm Winter, and this is my workshop that I do every so often, a drawing workshop. And we'll just be drawing different characters, whichever character I picked for that month and yeah. Um Hopefully you enjoy and let's get to drawing. Let's switch video. So when I draw, I like to do warm-ups, especially if I haven't drawn in a while. This pencil I'm using is a 4B, just so you guys, it's darker so you guys can see when I'm making the lines better. But usually I don't use a pencil this dark because there's different versions of pencils, as you may or may not know. There's like HB, 4B, 2B, 1B. Anyway, the B's are in general darker, 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 darker. So a 4B is darker than a 3B, and a 3 is darker than a 2, etc. And then you get to your hard pencils, which is like this one here, which is a 2, I don't know, a 2H is one of the lighter pencils. I usually use like a 2H or a HB when I'm drawing, just because it's not as dark and easier to lift up when I'm making corrections. But for purposes of this workshop, I'm going to use a 4B because it's darker and you guys can see it clearly. Um, and for warm up things I do sometimes is that you haven't drawn in a while or in a minute, and your brain has to get used to making circles and lines and such. So one warm up thing I want you guys to do is first make a circle. Just make a circle, make a big circle, make little circles. Just get your brain, your eye coordinated so you can make some circles. Also, sometimes I use a ruler to make straight lines, but for the purposes of this workshop and for just general drawing, quick drawing sketches, I don't use a ruler, but I do practice making straight lines to help me get used to making straight lines on my own. And I got to a point sometimes I don't use straight a ruler for at all when I draw. And then just make a little squiggly line like this in between the straight lines to help your brain to warm up. Straight line, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's a little mess up the wiggle, but it's a warm up. It's okay. And with Hello Kitty in particular, her head is kind of oblong. It's not really a circle. So let's make some oblong circles to help us get used to that shape. So first let's make a straight line, and then you do a crescent moon like that, and then another crescent moon. That's pretty much a Hello Kitty head. Minus the ears, but yeah, let's try that again. Make a straight line, make a crescent moon, and make another crescent moon. Okay, it's a little shaky there, but that's fine. We're just practicing. I'm gonna try this one more time. Crescent moon, crescent moon. There you go. And then too, when we get to drawing Hello Kitty, you can use this line to help you line up her eyes and where her nose would be. That's almost a Hello Kitty face right there. Almost, almost. But yeah. So um that's gonna be our warm up. Actually, let's make a few more straight lines. A few more circles. Let's get used to making those shapes. Alrighty. Now that we warmed up a little bit, uh, and the paper I use is Canson. It's I get it at Michael's, or you can get it in any store. But I particularly got this at Michael's. But lately I haven't been going to Michael's. I've been going to Blick. But yeah, Hanson. So first, we're gonna do this drawing right here. And I always use a reference. This is a drawing I actually did. This is actually a painting, acrylic painting that I did on a Funko Pop. But I always use a reference when I'm drawing, um, because you may remember it differently than actually how it was drawn. And I really liked how I did this drawing, so I wanted to teach you all how to do it. Let's start. First, let's first make Hello Kitty's head. Let's do the straight line again. Straight line. Everyone make a straight line? Okay. Now, Hello Kitty head is kind of, I'll show you here. Her head is kind of shaped like this. It's kind of this oblong circle is the shape of her head. So we're going to make half of that oblong circle here. And then the other half here. Okay, I don't like that head. This is why we draw in pencil. That head's a bit too wide for me. I don't like how that came out. Let's do it this. Let's try again. No, that's worse. Okay, let's, which is pretty much what we drew before. Yeah. So that's her head. Now, let's make her eyes. We'll put eye here, and we'll put eye right here on the line, which is not really on the line, but you know, close enough. And then we'll put her nose right here. Okay, we have the startings of a Hello Kitty face. Woohoo! And now, I meant to say this earlier. All you need for this is a pencil and an eraser. Um, I like to use these soft erasers because they don't, what's the word? No, those little shavings of erasers, they don't do that with these soft erasers. That's why I like to use these erasers. But yeah, there's your little kitty face. Actually, I want to change the bottom of her face. I want to make it a little bit wider, give her a little bit more room for her non-existent mouth. I always thought it was funny that Hello Kitty has no mouth, but yeah. Okay, now we have her little head all ready to go, her eyes. Now for the next part, this shape right here for her outfit is kind of a half circle, then wiggle, 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 and then straight line. So let's just make that real quick. Let's do a half circle, a little wiggle, then lined up here. And then let's make her little arm, which is right here, a half circle, another circle, it's like oblong, like this. And then a little thumb right there. There's your little Hello Kitty. And then her leg. Let's make her have a little foot right here. That's her little foot. All right. Then for her head, she needs to have little ears like that. And then make the little bow. You make a circle. Then you do the shape like this. And then another shape like this. And that's her bow. And you can do little bumps right there if you like. Make her little bow. All right, so this Hello Kitty, she's riding a little what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Unicorn. So let's make the little unicorn she's riding. So right here is the saddle that she's sitting on. So let's make the little saddle. Make a little line here and a little line here for her saddle. And then for the unicorn, let's make the unicorn's butt, like the body right here. The body right here is to that shape of kind of a half circle. So here's the butt. Yeah, like that. And then you have these little legs. They're like little tubes coming off. So you make two straight lines, make a curved line there, and then a curved half moon here to make her little legs. Then we make a line here, half moon here, and another half moon. There's her little legs. And for the legs in the front, right there, those two lines, make a curved line here, and the curved line there. Make that little leg. And to make this little leg, make a straight line here, curved line, and another curved line. There. Now you have the body of your unicorn. Now let's look at the head. The basic shape of the head is once again like that curved shape. There's a lot of curves and roundness to Hello Kitty, which is partially why she's so cute because she's so round. Um, and the unicorn. So with the face, this is going to be the little mouth right here. And then the head, we're going to do like this, curved around like that. And that's the head of our unicorn. And we're going to put the eye, let's put the eye right about here. And there's our little unicorn that Hello Kitty's riding. There we go. Now, her hair, the unicorn's hair. Let's make a little wavy bits here. Let's make it right here can be her hair. From there to there. And then from here to here can be the hair. And then let's make a really nice curly bit right there. And then, yeah, it attached that way. So that's your little unicorn. And then let's make a little cone for the horn. She has a horn. And then we can make little lines for that. There's your Hello Kitty on a unicorn. And let's make the tail. we'll just make it like make a line go like this, then make another line curve like this, and then a line that meets that one that's curled this way, and then your tail. That's your pretty tail. And that's your Hello Kitty. Now, granted, it doesn't look exactly the same as the reference, but hey, it's Hello Kitty. And you make some whiskers for her, make some whiskers for her, and there you go. That's your Hello Kitty on a unicorn. Now, if you want, you can darken her eyes, darken her eyes. And then like with her ears, there, you made this line here, your eraser, you can erase those little lines. Erase that little line. And erase this little line here where our arm is. Okay. We erase this bit that we didn't want to erase. Okay, now you have her little ears. And her nose is yellow, but I'm still gonna shade it in a little bit. Help it stick out more. I'm not gonna go into shading, but I just naturally want to shade things. Shading helps with our eye to realize what's closer to us and what's behind us on a flat surface such as this. A On a flat surface like this, yeah. If you want, you can shade the bottoms of the unicorn's feet a little bit. That'll be fun. A little bit shading there. Okay. And yeah, that's our little Hello Kitty. Yeah. So that's her. Wait a minute. I Do you want to do anything else? This line right here that's going through her hair, the unicorn's hair. Let's just erase that line. We don't really need that line. We just need it as a guideline to help us make the unicorn's face. Now we don't need it anymore. Yeah, now that's the unicorn's hair. Doesn't have a line through it. Alrighty. And there's our little Hello Kitty. I hope you enjoyed drawing her with me. And I just want to let you know about my wait, 1 moment. I'm going to have drawing sessions more often. I want to tell you about future ones I plan on having. They won't be all Hello Kitty. It'll be different themes every month. Um, Let me see something real quick. Hmm. 1 moment. So I have a Patreon. And there are different levels to my Patreon. The first level is $3 a month, and that's where you get to see the yeah, behind the scenes. I'm working on a comic right now, and on the Patreons where I share my progress on the comic. I'm working on a script right now and also the concept art. So that's $3 a month. And then at level two, you get the same access where you get to see me work on my comic and whatever project I'm doing at the time. I'm usually doing a couple projects at the same time. And I'll mail you a holiday card and during the in the year in December. And at level three, you have the same access as the other two levels, levels one and two. And also, I'll send you a card plus a calendar, and you get access to the live drawing sessions like we've done here right now. And that's $10 a month. And for the calendars, I'll show you a calendar in a moment that I made this year, but each year I'm going to make a calendar. And also, if you're at level three or four, you get to vote on what drawings I put into the calendar. And at level four, you get the same access as level one, two, three, but I'll draw you a commission of a character that you want, and that's that'll be that higher level at $15 a month. Just to let you know, levels two, three, and four, since I'm mailing things to people, I have to, for the time being, keep it limited to people that are in the US because shipping is crazy high if you don't ship within the US. And that's my Patreon, which is patreon.com/Winter Powell Art. And if you ever have any questions, you can always go to my website, winterpowellart.com, and hit the contact button and ask away any questions you may have. And that is my Patreon. So yeah, so every year for Patreon, I'm going to do a calendar for those members. And for the members at levels three and four. And let me show you an example of my calendar. This is the calendar I made for this year. It's an example of the type of calendar you'll be getting um, if you join levels three or four. And these are just drawings. These are just some of my favorite drawings I did during the year. But if you're at that higher, if you're at level three or four, you'll get to vote which um pictures you would like to see in the calendar. But this is just a sample of them from this year's calendar. But yeah, so oh, and there's the back of the calendar from this year. And there's some Hello Kitties. Hello Kitty. This is Jigsaw Hello Kitty. And someone made Hello Kitty mad and their head ended up getting shrunken in her little basket. And then this is the Halloween Hello Kitty from Sam from Trick or Treat. Her Hello Kitty is that character. And then Venom, we love us some Venom. That was one of the commissions I did. And Jack Skeleton is one of the drawings I just did randomly. And for the higher tier, level four, where I do a commission, whatever of a character that you like, let me show you some of the drawings that I've done for commissions. Give you an idea. This isn't a commission piece, but it is a drawing I've done recently. Um, it's actually ink and watercolor I did with this one, and some acrylic paint for the white parts. I use acrylic paint, but I use ink wash to for the blue of his skin, and I use just black ink for his the black the black parts. But yeah, this is the Batman Who Laughs. And then I did these different logos of Batman. There's actually 75 different logos of Batman. He's been around since 1930 something, I believe, 39. Yeah. So yeah, Batman's been around here for a minute. So that's one of the pieces I've done. It wasn't a commission. I just did it because I wanted to, and it's made me appreciate Batman more. And here's a character from an independent comic I was reading, Mercy, and that was the character there that I drew from that comic. She's a Victorian, what's the word? Victorian vampire. Here's a piece I did, Storm. She's also a ink and ink wash from X-Men. Some more drawings I've done. There. This is another character from a comic I was reading. Oh my gosh, what was the name of the comic? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out the name of the comic. But yeah, it's one of the ladies I did. She's an ink and ink wash. What was the name of that comic? Yeah. Ugh. I'm blanking out. Oh, this is the drawing I did of Hello Kitty as Jigsaw. And you can see the shrunken head in her little basket. And let me see some of my other commissions I've done for folks. This commission, no, yes, yes. This is a commission I did pretty early on of Utah. Yeah, she's from One Piece. One Piece, yeah. And let me see. Let me see any other commissions. I should. Oh yeah, this is like one of my first commissions I've done of Venom. Venom's one of my favorite characters to draw. He's just so cool because you have so much freedom of how you want him to be shaped because he's kind of what he can transform into all these weird shapes. So he's fun to play with and to draw because of that. And I like his teeth, all those razor sharp teeth. I have a thing for razor sharp teeth. And here is just a drawing I did for myself um of this anime. She's just an anime girl. She's not one particular anime character of any kind of show, but she's my Halloween girl that I did in anime style. So I like to do different styles of drawing, not just traditional like comic that we see here in the US all the time. Oh yeah, this one was I did of Lord of the Rings. And the all-seeing eye and the guy, yeah. So that's that one I did a commission for that one. Because the commission was for it's like, oh, make the eye. I was like, okay, cool, but I just didn't want to just draw an eye, so I decided to do the guy when he was alive, his helmet and everything, and the eye, like it's what in the end what he became, and in the show. Oh yeah, this is another commission I did of Beavis and Butthead. That's they're such ears. That cartoon is just not right, but it's so cool. It was fun to draw them because they're simple but not. But I was able to capture them and to, you know, so oh, that's Beavis and Butthead. So I was really happy with that. And the person he sells Funko Pops, and he's like, oh, put Funko Pops in the drawing somehow. So I made their T-shirts, Funko Pops. Well, this for the one guy put Pop, and the other guy put the guy's logo on there. His business name is Flip Next Collectible. Flip Next Victim. And yeah, so that was fun. That was fun, fun, fun. Um, every so often I do digital work. This is a digital drawing I did for a contest I entered, but that's very rare that I do digital. I prefer traditional for sure. I will sometimes do the layout digitally, but then draw it traditionally. But yeah, that's a sample of things I've made. Oh, this is something I did for my art class. We had to do a propaganda um poster And I thought it'd be funny that how Coca-Cola, how you're saying, Coca it's one of the Powerpuff Girls, how Coca-Cola is rotting out her teeth, but it's sponsored by Dasani, the better choice. So it's ironic that Coca-Cola is getting your money either way, whether you're drinking actual Coca-Cola, the the traditional pop, or the water. So, you know, propaganda and all. I really enjoyed drawing that. Oh, and this I did another piece of Venom. So this is Venom. And then this little guy here is Horus. It's from this independent comic. Horus Goes to Hell, I believe is the name of the comic. And I thought it'd be funny that he fights all these guys in hell, and now he's fighting Venom. He's not scared of Venom because, he's already been fighting demons in hell. So yeah, he's not scared of no Venom. And he's standing on the octopus's tentacle. Yeah. Yeah, so those are just some of the drawings I'm doing. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you a little bit of the art that I'm working on for my comic. My comic is about a jellyfish that's been mutated and can fly, and the jellyfish grandmother is dying because she didn't mutate, so she's not doing well with the polluted earth. And so the jellyfish has gone left Earth to try to find help for Earth that's been so horribly polluted. And he does find a new planet, and we'll see if that planet helps him, with the pollution issue on Earth. But here's just a few of the drawings from that idea drawings from that comic. I'm gonna like here is one that will be possibly one of the opening scenes of the comic of a dead forest on Earth and a bunch of jellyfish floating around. And then this is the jellyfish. He had found a new planet of these aliens that might be able to help him with Earth that's dying. And this is the jellyfish. And this is one of the people who live on that alien planet that may help the jellyfish with his problem. Looking at TV, relaxing, and then next thing you know, there's a flying jellyfish from Earth flying into your atmosphere. Yeah, kind of scary. But yeah, so that's the comic I'm working on. That's what I'll be sharing with those who join the Patreon. I'll be sharing with you the whole process of me developing that comic and all those things. So yeah. So once again, here's my Patreon and the different levels. Um, but you can find me on patreon.com Winter Powell Art. And you can always go to my website, winterpowellart.com, if you have any questions about anything. I'll be I'll respond to any questions you may have. But thank you so much for joining me and drawing with me. I hope you enjoyed it. And we're going to have more draw with me sessions. Um, Let me switch the camera so you can see me. Hey, it's me. Oh, and I'm gonna have more draw with me sessions in the future. So keep a lookout. I'll post that when I'm gonna draw again, do something like this again. And thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoy drawing Hello Kitty with me. And keep drawing and have fun and relax and have and just draw the draw. Don't worry about what it looks like because the more you draw, the better you get, and the more you love drawing. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming. Take care. Bye.